Make sure to subscribe to our channel, join our Discord, and also follow us on Instagram so you always have the support that you need to really enhance your account and get yourself to the next level. Also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to show you how you can save a lot of money when you make in-game purchases by getting some amazing cashbacks each time you purchase anything. Hello everyone and welcome to another video of the Sky channel. So this is another one of the Whale series videos. It's about Ant Me, who's part of LOB. And for those of you who don't know, LOB was the merger of KOL, BAR, and WOL that happened a few seasons ago. And he is one of the RFOs there. Now, he's a powerful player. As you can see by his skills, he's racked up over 40 billion of them. And the interesting thing about him is that he's also a careful spender. So I told you about Ukron, that, he's careful on how he spends. Ant Me is another one of those careful spenders who avoids certain things that he feels are not going to give the best return on investment and goes for stuff that he thinks gives better return on investment. So it's always fun to see an account like that because then you can see where they've been prioritizing and you can figure out what are some good ways to use your money as well. So without further ado, let's get started with his build. And of course, a good place to start is always the skins. Now you can see he has the small red star, not yet the big red star or the winged red star, and you can see a bunch of the orange skins are missing. That just goes to show that he does not spend on skins, right? Skins are expensive, they don't give the best return on investment, they're more of an aesthetic thing. They do give certain buffs, but the amount you need to spend to get those buffs can be spent elsewhere to get a much higher buff. And when you take a look at his skin star up, he's just about halfway through to the big red star, and then after that is the winged red star that you might have seen some other whales have, so still a while to go. Go into the troop skins and you see a pretty similar story. He only actually has 2 orange troop skins and the others are locked. Again, because he does not feel it necessary to spend on getting skins. Okay, let's move along to the more interesting things and let's start with the genetics and the cells. So you can see that all of his cells are level 28. So they are leveled up fairly evenly across the different attributes. So you don't see a huge focus on, let's say, shooter and attack. He's focused on everything evenly. Of course, all of them are 2 red stars, and you can see that the evolution levels are also pretty even between level 32 to level 33 for each of them. When it comes to the cell ascent, it is at level 4. So well past the level 2 that gives you the 50 combat speed. When it comes to the genes, it's a pretty similar story here as well. All of them are of course 5 red star. All of them in the first page are level 24 and all of them are between level 31 and level 32 evolution. And if you go to the next page, it's actually the same story. And the same as you move across the different pages as well. When it comes to the gene ascent, it is again at level 4. Moving over to the germs, again you can see here in the first page, all of them are 5 red star, all of them are level 24. The evolution level is between level 24 to level 25. Again, he has made sure that everything is as even as possible in each of the genetics. As you move across the different pages, again, you see pretty much the same story. So consistency across the different pages. And when it comes to the germ ascent, it is at level 3. Finally, the fungi, and you can see that the first fungi is of course at level 15 and it is evolved all the way up to level 43. When it comes to leveling up the fungi at the top, he's kept that consistent as well, just that the shooter and attack one is 1 level higher than the rest, even higher than the skill attack and skill defense one. Going over to the next page, you can see here similar story again. The main fungi is level 18, the evolution is level 42, and the levels of the fungi above are all level 17 other than the shooter and attack one, which is level 18. Third page, level 21 for the main fungi, level 42 evolution, and all of the fungi above are the same level, level 17. I'm assuming he probably intends on leveling up the shooter and attack one to 18 because I see a little red dot at the top of it, which means that he has been feeding that one and it's almost ready to be leveled up. Finally, the fourth page, the fungi itself is level 24, the evolution is level 42, and all of the fungi are level 17. So that covers all of his genetics genetics, you can see huge consistency across the different genetics. So he's not somebody who's prioritized a single stat. He's made sure to prioritize everything evenly, and across each of the pages there was a lot of consistency. Going over to his mutations, you can see that he's unlocked all of them. There's been a big priority placed on special and skill attack, which is level 48. The regular attack one, which is also level 48. The invasion attack, invasion defense, and defending attack and defending defense are high level as well. Skill defense is the one that's prioritized after that. And then of course combat speed is up there as well, even though it is one of the latest ones that has been unlocked. Going over to his reforms, and we'll start with the Guardians, you can see that he is pretty close to maxing them out. Remember, the maximum is level 60. He's between level 57 and level 58. And he does have the ability to level the level 57 ones to level 58. As you can see over there, there's a blue dot that's appeared at the top right, which means that you can level it up. So he's getting a pretty decent amount of stats. 254% attack, 246% defense, and 98.4% health. When it comes to the rare reforms, he's using the health and skill defense ones for Guardians, which makes a lot of sense. So it's giving him a 10% skill defense because it's level 2, and the health is giving him 12% because that's level 2 as well. His reform cooperation is at 40 star, which gives him a small boost in stats, but the biggest boost that he gets is of course the combat speed bonus, which he would get at 20 star. Moving on to the shooters, all of them are level 58, which is pretty cool. It seems like he is prioritizing this one. So he's getting 254% attack and defense and 101.6% health. The reform cooperation here is at 43 star, again showing that he is prioritizing shooters when it comes to his reforms. And when it comes to the rare reforms, he's using the attack and skill attack, which makes a lot of sense. His skill attack is level 1, so it's only giving a 5% skill attack. The attack one is at level 2, giving a 30% attack. Moving over to the carriers, you can see that this is the class that is the least prioritized. So only the attack one is at level 57. The others are at level 40. And he does have a lot of those items to upgrade them, but clearly he's saving on the reform growth mediums as he probably wants to use them in shooters and guardians. Of course, he did level up the attack one because he wants to focus a little bit on pangolin scores as well. So 246% attack, but when it comes to defense, it's 116%, and health is 46.4%. Reform cooperation at 40 star, and that's because he has to get a 40 star to get any of the others above 40 star. So it's more like the game forcing him to do that. If he had the option, he probably wouldn't have this at 40 star, and he'd probably have focused it on shooters instead. When it comes to the rare reforms, he's using the one that gives attack, defense, and health, and also a defense reform in addition to that. So overall, pretty nice. He's getting close to getting all of them maxed out at level 60, and then he's gonna unlock the additional reform bonuses once he gets there. Alright, let's take a look at his insects, and now you can see a lot of interesting stuff here. 2 level 100 insects, which is pretty cool. It is extremely expensive to get even one insect to level 100. He's already gotten 2 of them at level 100, and now he's working on the third one, which is at level 84. So Deadleaf Mantis, the new shooter insect, is at level 100. The new Guardian insect is at level 100 as well. The carrier one is currently at level 84. Okay, let's go to his Deadleaf Mantis. You can see that he's using the Thorny Devil insect skin, which of course is a great choice. It does come along with some extra damage, which is of course very helpful. And he has a Gladiator Mantis as the helper. And when it comes to the talents, you can see that of course the right branch is the first priority, so that was prioritized. And he's maxed out most of the things on the right branch. And with the remaining talents that he had, he did go into the bottom branch and grab a few buffs from there. In the bottom branch, you can see that he definitely did get the skill attack, because that is of course very helpful. You can also see how he assigned his star points in case you want to do something similar. The Deadleaf Mantis also has a level 29 insect ascent, giving him about a 29% additional all types of damage from this insect. Okay, let's go to his level 100 Guardian insect, and you can see that he's using Lucas the Spider skin on that one and a Rainbow Scarab helper. Going to the talents, you can see a similar story here. The right side was the higher priority, so a lot of the talent points were used on the right branch. And then of course he grabbed a few from the bottom branch as well with the extra talent points. And this is how he used the star points for this insect. You can also see a level 22 insect ascent, which gives about a 22% additional all types of damage for this insect. And the carrier one, he is using the Kumoko insect skin. You can actually ascend it to level 85 right now, which is pretty cool because after that it should be an easy level 89. So that's not too far away for him. And you can also see how he assigned the insect talents as well as the star points for this insect as well. Okay, so that's a bit about his insects. Now let's take a look at the buddies. So you can see the tortoise beetle at 8 star. It's maxed out and it's currently assigned to the deadleaf mantis. He also got the common blue all the way up to 7 star, and that's currently assigned to his guardian insect. And remember, 7 star does give you that special ability that's at the bottom right of the screen, and the common blue 7 star ability is actually fairly nice as well. Alright, so that's the buddies. Let's go to his insect skins, and we saw a few of them already. He does have the Maycat, the Peachy, the Kumoko, Lucas the Spider, and the Thorny Devil. Now, of course, in my opinion, the Thorny Devil is currently the best one. I mean, it does give you that extra damage, and who doesn't like to do extra damage, especially like in the Groundhog or something. But of course, you can assign 6 of them and get their active abilities at the same time. Now, you also have those purple crystals that you have, which give you, I think, 2% attack, and you can get that without even spending, but eventually you're going to be replacing them with paid ones if you are actually somebody who buys insect skins. So the next one is probably going to replace that final purple crystal, and then you have a bunch of these amazing bonuses that you're getting thanks to your insect skins. Okay, moving along, let's take a look at his units. So unit 1 is using the current shooter meta before the wetland. So that is Black Velvet, Emerald Jewel Ant, and Silent Silver Ant. All of them are 8 star, as you can see, and Emerald Jewel Ant actually has Golden Awakening. The insect we already covered, it is the Deadleaf Mantis level 100. And then in unit 2, you can see the other level 100 insect, the Guardian one, and he is using the Black Knight in row 1, Hairy Panther in row 2, and Iron Elephant in row 3. Iron Elephant, of course, being the big damage dealer, but he's also using Hairy Panther, so there are 2 damage dealers and 1 tank. Unit 3 actually has the Carrier insect. Of course, it's Carrier / Universal, but it doesn't actually have any carrier ants in it. It's Guardian Shooter. So there's Ata, and then there is FC and Lathi Sniffer. And finally, Unit 4 has a Godzilla, 10 star. It's at level 0, and it seems to have a mixed unit, Guardian, Shooter, and then Carrier. So he does have 90 star points to use, and you can see that he has reached pretty deep in the Star Troop Boost tree. Let's take a sneak peek at his mutation pool, and you can see that there's 551 orange shells that he can use. Looks like he's been doing a ton of hatching. I can see those 15 Mimicry Master shells right there, 15 Wise Berserker shells too, 15 Leaf Devourer shells, 15 Golden Crystal shells. He's actually kept the number of shells pretty consistent here as well. And if you look down there, there's that 4 Saharan Silver Ant shells, and then there's also a shell of the new Carrier Melee Ant, which is basically Rainbow Wings. So he has gotten a little bit lucky when it comes to carriers. Too bad he doesn't really use them. Okay, his ant list, and we already saw a few of them. A bunch of them are 8 star, and he does have a very large variety of orange ants that he could use in battle. Okay, the Awakening Gallery, you can see that there has been certain priorities on ants that he does use more frequently, like the Emerald Jewel Ant is at level 40, the Black Knight is at level 40 as well, Ata is at level 40 as well, Lathi Sniffer is at level 40, Proata is at level 40, but the others are actually pretty low level. So he only levels up the ones that he needs. I don't think he's going all out to get the Awakening Gallery to a very high level. He's more focused on ensuring that the ants that he uses are high level. The only 2 he's missing is the new Carrier Ant that came out recently, and of course the Iron Elephant Awakening, which isn't yet unlocked. When it comes to his evolutions, he hasn't yet gotten all 3 T10, but he did actually invest a little bit in his Excellent Enhance to get a few more buffs because he doesn't really care that much about getting T10 of carriers. That being said, he's already 76% through to T10 of carriers, so maybe it's coming across soon. Okay, the treasures, the first page is between level 16 to level 20. The shooter and attack one is at level 20 in the bottom row, and the others are level 19. When it comes to the middle row, he did get the attack one to level 19, The defense one is still at level 16, and of course the top row is at level 17. When it comes to the second page, the treasures are between level 11 to level 15. So it doesn't seem like he invested extremely heavily in upgrading the treasures, but of course they are reasonably leveled up and getting him decent buffs. The third one, of course, is still locked because he hasn't gotten level 15 for the top row of the second one. When it comes to the classes, you can see that his raider class is level 167. That gives him a bunch of these skill attack and skill defense buffs that he can use, which of course helps in battle as well as groundhog and pangolin. His cultivator class is at level 50, which is probably due to the fact that he does have to switch to this class on gathering day. But the clear priority is of course raider for him. Going over to the evolution Meteorite, you can see that the pioneer evolution is orange and all of them are actually level 30. Now he just needs to ascend the defense one, which is giant tooth, and the whole thing will become a red pioneer evolution, which is of course very cool. And you can see that the level 30 giant tooth gives him 92% all sort of defense, and getting it ascended to red would increase that all the way to 100%, so an 8% increase in defense. The Pioneer Ascent is at level 3, which basically means that he is getting the 50 combat speed that he needs from the Pioneer Ascent, so in a way he doesn't really need to worry about ascending this any further. So getting it from level 3 to level 4 would cost 50 lava core, which he has 37 of, and give him about 0.5% skill attack, 0.5% skill defense. The overall buffs that he's getting from the Pioneer evolution can be seen here. There's about 84% health, 210% attack, and 202% defense, which is of course pretty cool. Once he gets that giant tooth to red ascent, it's going to be 210% defense as well. The Explorer evolution, you can see that they're between level 25 to level 30. The Guardian and the Shooter ones are at level 30 and have already been ascended to Golden. And then the attack one is level 27 and that's also ascended to Golden, while the others are still purple, level 25. Of course, he's prioritizing the ones that he uses more, which is quite expected. The Explorer Ascent is at level 4, which is great because, well, at level 3, he got the 50 combat speed already, and at that point, he can pretty much decide how he wants to upgrade the Ascents further, because the most important thing, in my opinion, is getting the combat speed. Now remember, Explorer Ascent uses the same item, so it's lava core, and getting it from level 4 to level 5 would cost the same amount of lava core, 50, and again, the buffs are pretty similar. There's about a 0.5% increase in skill attack and skill defense. You can see that the overall buffs that he's getting here are about 58 to 68% health, about 181% attack, and 169% defense. The Trailblazer evolution is already ascended to orange as well, which is of course pretty cool because it is fairly new. You can see that all of them are level 25. The Ascent is already level 3 as well, giving him the 50 combat speed that he needs. He does have 29 of the cores that he needs out of 50 to upgrade this from level 3 to level 4. Now, of course, he wouldn't want to do that because he would like to save the cores for the Conqueror Ascent, as that one is probably not level 3 yet, and that still has some combat speed yet to offer. The buffs you can see are pretty similar to the other evolution meteorites as well. When it comes to the overall stats he's getting about 62.9% health, 158% attack, and 157% defense from the Trailblazer evolution right now. The Conqueror evolution is currently blue. They're between level 15 to level 16, and the Ascent is at level 1, giving him 15 combat speed. He still has about 35 combat speed to get from here, and that's where his cores are going to go to get that extra combat speed, while also picking up the skill attack and skill defense, which is pretty much the same across the different levels. So you get 0.5% skill attack and 0.5% skill defense each level. The overall buffs that he's getting from the Conqueror evolution are about 30% health, 78% attack, and 78% defense. Now the interesting part, you probably want to see his stats, so let's go ahead and take a look at them. Let's go to this battle report, and you can see he's using Guardian Shooter here with his level 100 Deadleaf Mantis, and Atta, Emerald Jewel Ant, and Saha and Silver Ant. And if you go to the stats, you can take a look. So the Guardian is about 2900% attack, about 2833% defense, 214% skill attack, and 191% skill defense, and about 1200% health. The combat speed is 1000. The shooter, on the other hand, is almost 3200% attack, about 2850% defense, 219.5% skill attack, 181% skill defense, and about 1156% health. The combat speed 1000. So impressive stats and a very impressive build. And before we end, I'm sure you're all wondering how much he spent to get his account to where it is today. And my estimation is that he spent about $350,000 to get his account to where it is right now. And of course, since I have you here, I want to remind you that you can get between 10 to 35% bonus on all in-game purchases in the Ants Underground Kingdom. The steps are quite simple. All you need to do is follow the video that I'm linking to this video, and you can also click that button that's going to appear at the top right of your screen to go to that video. The latest promo code is going to be in the name of that video, so you will know which promo code to use to get these amazing bonuses. And as the promo code changes, I'll update the title of that video. A lot of other people are taking advantage of this. Feel free to check it out. If you have any questions, you can join our Discord and I can guide you through the process as well. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please share it with your friends. Please like the video, comment below, and subscribe to our channel so that you're updated on other videos that you might enjoy. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you in the next one.